So about a year or two ago, I went out on the town with my friend and my fiance. We were looking for a bookstore because my fiance wanted to buy a specific comic book or some sort of nerd stuff. So my friend looks across the street and he sees something. He goes, "Is that guy stealing that bike?" This is a busy street and it's broad daylight, and a guy apparently in the span of 10 seconds used a buzz cutter to take a lock off. I'm skeptical. I'm like, nah, it can't be that obvious. It's broad daylight. It's too easy to see what he's doing. I see two guys run over to him, ready to trade blows. The thief is ready to do the same, supposedly. It was one of their bikes. But he flees and leaves the bike. The point I'm trying to make is that something being obvious doesn't mean that's inaccurate. I have a couple of qualms with conspiracy theorists, but this is kind of the issue I've taken with them as of late. It's really disconcerting when I hear dyed-in-the-wool conspiracy guys who hit all the notes about the government, the corporations, the people, etc., and apparently just missing the forest for the trees. Things that would absolutely grind their gears if they heard about it on the deep web or, through the grapevine or something like that. These things suddenly get a shrug when it's done casually, And to be clear, I'm not suggesting love the government, love the billionaires, love the corporals, or anything like that. I'm just saying that I've come to believe that often the most effective conspiracies are the ones that are hidden in plain sight. That's simply because we've been so primed to dig deep that hiding things right in front of us is actually the most effective method. So, if it's right in front of us, we might not care. We might rationalize it or justify it as something important. Something that we just don't understand, something that's necessary or good business or a dozen other things that cause us to view the important as the mundane. Or, in this age, the water can be muddled 1,000 different ways and our focus is pulled in 1,000 different ways. So the more directly something looks you in the eye, the more disarming it is. When the gaze becomes averted, that's when we tend to be the most suspicious. Often people are just as incensed by the secrecy surrounding something as they are about the wrongdoing itself. Sometimes people are more driven by the thought of uncovering the truth and shining the light on the shadows than they are what's actually hidden in the shadow. So if you place the majority of your secrets in the light among 100 other things, not only will they not see it, if they do see it, they might overlook it for being too obvious. And all the while, it's in plain sight, and no one can even tell if it's hidden.